Yeah. What's up, guys? This isn't monetized anyway, so I'm going to enjoy a little beverage. Yeah. Anyway, so today, I mean, a new little toy here. I'm so happy to have this thing, actually. This is the Jackson JS22-7 Dinky Hardtail Arch Top, whatever the fuck it was called out at the store, I can't remember, but yeah, basically it's a Jackson JS22 Dinky 7-string. And the main reason I wanted it is because, one, I've been wanting a fucking 7-string again. I haven't had one since I was in high school, like right after high school. I left the military, and the one I had stayed back home, and it's now in the hands of somebody else. I don't know where it is, but I miss that thing so bad. What makes it even worse is it was a I'm a little woo. But it was a Schecter Tempest 7-string, a very rare 7-string that I happened to find at a music store in Augusta, Maine. And because it was a little dinged up, the guy's like, "Yeah, $200, take it." This was back in like 2005 when I found this thing. So it wasn't like super hard to find at that point. But nowadays it's nearly impossible. But, you know, I've been wanting that 7-string itch. And I think I found a decent replacement for that. So this guitar, the main appeal to it was, because a lot of 7-strings are very expensive. This normally is about $199. I got it because Guitar Center has been having a sale, and they're selling it for $149. When I went to the store here in my hometown, when they rung it up, they actually had to double check. They're like, "Hold on a second, let me check the numbers." And even the cashier was like, "Holy shit, that is a steal." The question is, how is it? Well, let's just say this thing is fresh out of the box. Okay, they had me just tune it up, clink around on it just to make sure I like the feel of it, which I do. This thing feels super smooth, super clean. I mean, it frets super nice. The sides of the frets, there's no sharp points. Everything's all filed down. It's intonated perfectly. It's some sort of like Jackson magic or something, because this thing, aside from being a little out of tune, was set up perfectly from the factory. Which I know a lot of guitars tend to be set up okay. Need a little tweaking here and there. This thing I have not had to do a single thing to. These are still factory strings on this thing. Okay. I mean, adjusted the heights of the two awesome humbuckers. I mean, they're not great, but they're awesome for what they are, especially for the price of the guitar. I mean, a little bit closer here so they see they're just basic. They're passive. They're not active pickups or anything. They just got the hardcover plastic on them. And honestly, they look pretty fucking slick. If you want to be a sneaky little boy, you could just put that over there and then a little EMG in the corner, and nobody would know the difference, except for when you go to the back, there's no battery cover. That would tip them off. But yeah, I mean, this thing is just gloss black, and it's got a few little fingerprints on it because I've been kind of plinking around with it. 3-way selector switch, tone knob, volume knob. That's it. Super simple layout. And, you know, 24 jumbo frets, 26.5-inch scale, I think. So it's not like super long scale, but it's extended scale to the point where going to drop tuning is not going to be an issue. Now, the question is, how does it sound? Well, right now I got this thing plugged into my PV Viper, just to a basic distortion preset. Haven't done any major tweaking to it, so it might not sound the greatest, but this will give you an idea of how clean it is and how well the pickups work. Like I said, I'm a little drunk. I do apologize. Not the cleanest player, but... God, dude, that is bad. So yeah, this thing's a lot of fun to play. Yeah, I mean, the tuners aren't the best as far as like getting the fine tunings down, but once they're tuned, they hold tuning great. I think it's just the machine heads need to be a little tightened up, or maybe cleaned up a little bit inside, or put some graphite in there to make them a little bit smoother in turning them. But I mean, they're just standard fare, like pre-installed Jackson branded tuning machines. So yeah, basically, this thing is fantastic. I am so glad I chose this as my return to 7-string, because a lot of them are, like I said, are very expensive, very intimidating to get into, because they usually are like a premium guitar, have premium sounding pickups, and if you get the cheaper variations of them, they tend to not sound very good. You know, just very kind of washed out sounding, don't really stay in tune very well. The neck is garbage or something along those lines. But I mean, like, okay. So I mean, as you can hear, it's like right now, there's no major impedance from these pickups. These things are... Oh. There's that one. That one. Not a lot of feedback or impedance from these pickups. Everything you're hearing is just me from... Here's the neck pickup for the heavy rhythm. the gent game. Fucking. So, yeah, basically that is the Jackson JS22-7 string guitar. This thing is a fucking beaut. If you're looking to get into 7-string or try a 7-string, you don't want to spend an arm and a leg on a decent or a good quality one. If you want to just kind of test the waters, there is a great option. Like I said, the box was open in front of me so I could check it out. The guy was like, we had 4 of them. They're all in the warehouse. Here it is. I can open it up so you can give it a shot before you pay for it. I was like, that'd be great. I literally just threw a little tuner up here, tuned it, plugged it into the little Boss Katana amp they had on the floor, and I fell in love. I simply just fell in love with this guitar. I mean, it's not a flashy, flamboyant design, kind of like with like Schecter does, because like they go for some outlandish looks on their guitars. I mean, this is the 006 Elite, which I still love the guitar. This is like my A-sharp guitar right now. But because it has a standard scale neck, when you play the low tunings, unless it's really like re-intonated and everything like that, it doesn't sound great. This one has been intonated to drop A sharp. It is not going outside of that tuning scale, because this guitar is a pain in the neck to do. But yeah, so super cheap option to get into. Yeah, that's basically just my unbiased opinion on it. I'm not a guitar pro by any measure, but I've been playing guitar for 18 years. Like I said, I have the Schecter there. I got this. I have an Epiphone Les Paul Standard, and this guy here, which is my other super awesome find, which I was happy to get. Don't mind the paint on the back. That was put there already. My Dean VMNTX United Abominations signature guitar. This thing is awesome in itself. So bonus clip, I guess. Here, let's excuse the buzz. God. This cable here is kind of garbage doo-doo. I thought I turned that one off, but I did not. So yeah, so this is just one I found at a pawn shop. It was beat to hell. It was kind of cheap, and I was like, I already have plenty of guitars. Who the hell am I kidding? I don't have enough guitars. I got 4 electrics. Well, technically 5. My Dean Razorback is still out of commission right now. You know, it's kind of a bitch when a headstock falls off a guitar because of movers. That is the kicking ass part of it. But yeah, anyway, I picked this up because, one, it's a guitar you don't see every day. It's not like a friggin' Ibanez RG. It's not a Les Paul. It's not a Jackson Dinky. It's not a Fender, Squier, Stratocaster, Telecaster. This is a very unique guitar. And of course, gotta play some Megadeth. that's just a quick little review of this thing. This thing is also a shredding beast. So, I mean, if you can get your hands on a VMNTX guitar, it doesn't have to be this specific model, because they all are similar from what I understand. This was a commemorative limited release commemorating their United Abominations album. And yeah, aside from it being a little beat up, when I say a little beat up, I mean it's like whoever had it before me did not take care of this thing. It's like there's like a huge gouge right here. They decided to do that, put stickers all in the back. It was in rougher shape than when I got it. I'm going to get some like wood filler or something and like fill up these gaps and sand and repaint the back part. The front part I don't want to mess with it too much because yeah, it took a little bit of the front decal paint job off of the little lips there, but I don't want to mess with that too much. I'll just fill it in as black just to avoid ruining this beautiful artwork here. But yeah, that's just a quick little peek about this guy. So, let me turn my amp off so I don't blow your ears out. Get all this stuff away. Yeah, so basically, in the end, like I said 20 million times before, definitely check this guitar out, especially if you're in the market to learn 7-string or get into 7 strings from 6 strings. You want to kind of get that extended scale, add that extra string for just that extra little bit of fun. So, yeah, this thing is well worth the price of admission. I mean, I don't know if I got super lucky and I just got one that was like a diamond in the rough, but from what I could see online of other reviews of the same guitar, a lot of people have had the same kind of reaction. They get it, expecting something that's kind of doo-doo, and fall in love. So yeah, it's just... You know, I've been wanting another 7-string, but a lot of the 7 strings that I do try that I find out, it's like I try them, they're set up weird, and you know, just sounds really muddied and washed out, and it doesn't sound good. It doesn't feel good to play. Like there was a Schecter Omen 7-string at the same pawn shop where I found that Dean, and I was like, oh, a Schecter 7-string. It's like $260. Okay, let me try. I want to try this thing out. As soon as I sat down and started playing it, it just felt like everything was just plastic. Like the strings didn't have that twang to them, and it's like when you felt it, they felt all plasticky and just like coated in corrosion, and it was a garbage condition, garbage sounding guitar. I wanted one that was newer, or one that I knew was set up properly. So I was willing to get one of these because $149, I can set it up myself. I can intonate it. That's not a big deal. But as soon as finding out that this thing was in perfect intonation from the factory, I was just like, oh yes, please. I'm the first person to play it. I'm the first person to touch it. I love this thing. This is a fantastic guitar. So yeah. This is enough of my rambling. It's probably going on for like way too fucking long. So, anywho, I'm going to... that pick's gone. I'm going to sit here and finish my beverage, hit the hay, and start working on more shit. So, as in my last update video, Crimson Dog's stuff is in progress. I actually just put up another song that was recorded with this. It's also my first attempt at singing, so please be blunt, because I know I don't have the best singing voice. But I was a little intoxicated because I needed some liquid courage, and I think for how it turned out, wasn't too bad. I don't have a really good mic setup or anything like that for vocals. I just have this little Razer streaming mic. It's a condenser mic. and it's got some clean vocals, but it's just it's unidirectional, but it like the entire thing picks everything up, and there's no way to change or adjust it. Excuse me. So definitely need to get a way to build a little dampening wall behind it to prevent any reverb from the walls. And but anyway, yeah, this is my bedroom studio. So I'm gonna sit here and finish my whiskey and maybe play some games, maybe watch some YouTube. I don't know, but anywho. There we go. I still got it. Okay. Now I gotta go rearrange all these guitars because I like pulled everything out here, and yeah. Actually, yeah. So before I let you go, another one I wanted to kind of talk about, which is one I actually got for a decent price of $3.99. In our neighborhood, somebody was clearing out a bunch of junk, and they had this beauty here. Sitting on the sidewalk in its case. And I was like, okay, let's take a look at it. Open it up, and I saw this headstock here, which I was like, okay, probably a cheaper guitar. And I saw the brand of it, Harmony. And I was like, never heard of it. Probably some cheap first act kind of stuff. Did a little quick Google search, and yeah, it seems like nowadays they do that, but this one is a, was it 1969? Yeah, 1969 H167. This guitar is not a very super sought after one, but it's still pretty darn good. I don't play this nearly as much as I should. But I mean, this thing is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like this thing was also in kind of rough shape. It was bought somewhere from some music store for a kiddo to learn. They obviously gave up on it, and parents were just like, "Okay, adios," and just got rid of it. But now it's in my hands. It's being well loved. Needs to be played more. But now that I'm actually recording stuff, I'll definitely be getting around to that. Might see if I can pick up a little acoustic pickup so I can record just from that, because my mic setup, again, like I said, is kind of doo-doo. But anyway, before I keep rambling on, it's been long enough. Take it easy, guys.